Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and it's time for our day one patch review. And I just don't know what else to say about Hearthstone these days, where this image here of what actually happened during the initial patch of traditional Hearthstone is currently disabled is pretty damn symbolic of the current state of the game, as this was one of the worst, if not the worst patch I have ever seen on almost every single level. The game not working, being bugged out, the mini set basically having zero impact on the meta game, the pet pissing everyone off yet again, just being completely tone deaf, ignoring everyone's feedback, the arena being made worse, the arena being bugged out in multiple ways. Literally everything was just broken, awful with this patch. I have no positive news other than there's an event where you can get free stuff, but even there's negative with it. And it's just, I don't know what else to say. I am really starting to lose hope with this current Hearthstone team that remains radio silent, that remains tone deaf to everything, and just keep on trucking and keep on doing crappy things. That's a hell of an intro, but we're gonna go with that, go through the patch, why I think it's one of the worst patches ever, and we are in one of the worst periods of Hearthstone history, if not the worst period ever. It is brutal. Anyways, if you want to support my content, you feel like I've earned your subscription, I am doing my best to get through all of this so we can hopefully get through the end of the tunnel. Please hit that sub button down below, give the video a like, as it helps the channel out a lot. And yeah, I am genuinely concerned about this game because we logged in, the patch was late as always these days, like 30-40 minutes late. And then I went live, and I'll try and just show this was Rarin playing against another rogue player, and it crashed his game. And then from there, he couldn't reconnect, and he had to like basically restart his computer after 20 minutes of trying because the rogue quest was so broken, not in terms of like it's actually player, it's still terrible, but it was so broken, it literally broke the game. Whenever you played your reward, it broke the game. So they have now banned Lie in Wait. That card has been banned from Hearthstone, as well as the old Whizbang has been banned because I guess it can get that quest as a deck and it would just crash the game. Again, where's the quality control? Like, where is it? But of course, we have a gotcha pet and all that, but that was the initial impression. The game, literally again, with a game-breaking bug. This keeps happening. Like, this is a pattern, and they're asking for more money than ever, but the game client just doesn't work. And there's also an issue with like the arena. Frostborn came with no accompanying cards, which is just weird. It's not supposed to be like that. So now that's banned in arena. And well, let's go through all the issues one by one, because I can't sugarcoat this anymore. I just can't really give any benefit of the doubt for anything. Where yes, they launched the new pet, right? Glad they listened to our feedback of launching yet another gambling pet, not offering it for sale separately, and just all negative feedback, no positive, just mocking the gambling of it. I'll say Nelgalon, who is as much of a whale as me, the whales of whales, right? He used to get every diamond, every signature, every portrait, where he is now basically echoing what I have said. Moonfair will allow me to stop collecting Hearthstone cosmetics. It's no longer possible to collect all the hero skins. Why continue buying them? I've already stopped collecting diamond cards, and now I'm stopping on hero skins. And yeah, I basically stated with the Dark Moonfair treasures today, that will mark the end of my journey of being portrait complete. I literally had every purchasable portrait. The last Dark Moon Fair, I had a couple of those because Blizzard gifted it to me, but they, you know, doubled down. I'm not spending a dime on this. I did my free roll. I think I got the signature Ultrasaur, whatever. Like, that's pretty rad. I'll take that for free, but I'm not giving the money on that. Like, again, I would buy it if it was a bundle and not used to take advantage of people, not create like, you know, fake scarcity and all this stuff to manipulate people into giving them way more money than they need to because I just want the pet or whatever. Well, you're going to spend $160, right? That's the whole idea of it. And it works, right? Clearly they're making money off of it. They're not making money off of necessarily selling the pet. They're making money off people thinking they can get the pet. They spend some money on it and eventually give up. And Blizzard doesn't care. They don't care that they don't get the pet because they got some money out of it. That's all it's about. It's not about promoting the pet. It's not about, you know, celebrating it. It's about squeezing every dollar from people that just don't know any better, or they are the type of person that find it, you know, they'll spend 160 bucks on it. And I guess that's fine for those people, but I just feel like, wouldn't it just be better if you could buy it separately for 50 bucks like everything else in the game? Anyways, I've also gone from buying every diamond signature portrait to, yeah, I have not bought a single diamond or a signature this entire expansion and mini set. I just stopped. Like, what's the point? There's so many, they're so expensive, and they've actually killed my drive as like an ultimate giga whale where people used to make fun of me for, where I'm not getting much. I get the pre-orders now, and that's kind of it. Like, that's, I feel like, are they losing money from that too? I don't know. Clearly this is working out, I guess, for them, but the feedback is just super negative wherever you look. And then you look at the actual pet itself. This is the most embarrassing part. 158 bucks, right? Imic got it. He was trying to get a portrait. I think he got on his 7th pull. It's bugged to hell. It gets stuck on the board. There's these flowers that just spawn on the board. And like, what is this? How are they putting this in the game and it doesn't even work properly? One of my viewers, I can't verify this claim, said he was able to bug it out that it would cover up his hero and the opponent couldn't hit his hero. Like, I don't know if that's true, but again, it's clearly bugged to hell. So no quality testing, even for the pet that they're asking for a fortune, because they don't care about the quality of the game right now. Like, there's no sign that any quality care is in the game, right? Like, I'm still getting hard crashes every day I play. That's been going on for months. There's still tons of bugs. And then you go to the arena itself. As I mentioned, you can't draft the Ungoro cards. You can draft the mini set cards, but you can't find Ungoro cards. They're just missing, and the pool of cards is terrible. Their curated pool is absolutely dreadful, where now it's really unbalanced. It's even more incentivized for people to like re-roll and all that. If you look at the classes already on H's replay, 3 in the green, this is all just going to be people re-rolling for the good classes and stomping. It's going to be awful for arena creators. I already know, like, Dreads and Redbeard are like, what is going on? What is happening? This is way worse than before. I don't know anybody who's happy with the arena meta, but it's also bugged out. Yeah, we even have the event stuff people are excited about. Oh, look, well, one of the daily quests, this is how out of touch we are. Daily quests take 300 turns. Yes, you can get +3 in ranked, but that's still, it's a daily. That is basically a weekly, where even this, they're like, they don't value our time, they don't respect our time. It's just another super out of touch thing. And yeah, Hearthstone top decks tweet out, and it's just like, I don't understand what they're doing. But overall, looking at a lot of the quests, they're not that bad. This one just stands out like a sore thumb. But again, like, what are we doing here? And of course, elephant in the room, as I talked about, the mini set is, as expected, absolutely terrible. Warshak tweeted, I streamed 8 hours of Hearthstone today and played exactly 1 person with 1 new mini set card in their deck for day 1 of a new release. That felt kind of bad. I tried out my favorite deck of the meta, Spell Mage, and all of a sudden the Relic of Kings, because of this mini set, I'm getting crappy mess. That card is so much worse now. My favorite deck got nerfed because the cards are bad, right? So there's like completely this out of touch element on monetization. There's completely out of touch element with the cards themselves. Like, they want to lower the power level, right? Sure, but how do you magically lower the power level if the prior existing decks are out there? Because if you look at the early stats, can you guess what decks are doing really well? Aggro Demon Hunter, Starship DK, Beast Hunter, Quest Warlock, Fire-Ack Rogue. It's all the same crap. It's been around forever outside of Quest Warlock, right? It's all the same stuff. It's basically, how do you compete with Starship decks? How do you compete with Rogue, with any of the new stuff? It's basically impossible. So yeah, I said mini set has had almost 0 impact on the ladder in Standard and Wild. I will say there's the Boar Warlock in Wild, although it doesn't seem that great. I tried it out. It's something new, I guess. It's super degen if it's ever good. But yes, there seems to be a complete disconnect in like design and balance, where they're putting out these super weak cards in comparison to what's in the game. So it's impossible for them to land without either buffing them or nerfing the living crap out of everything. And if their expectation is for everyone to just wait around for next year's rotation, I just can't see that ever happening. And then even when you get to that point, wow, people are going to want to go back to the expansion that came out like half a year ago and now start playing with those cards and not really be focused on the new. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, nothing makes sense. I don't know how to make sense of anything in Hearthstone right now, whether it's the game, monetization, the way everything's running. Nothing works. Nothing is proper. I just don't get it. And that's why I've been like trying to, in my mind, make sense of it. That's why we had that whole like weird hot take last week or the other week where I just don't know what's going on. And I did put out a pretty sincere tweet with everything going on in the game right now. And I just feel like it sums up my general feeling on Hearthstone lately is, when is the last time we had a patch that made people happy, right? Or excited or interested in Hearthstone? I'm sick of everything being such a buzzkill with Hearthstone, like I'm being right now. It's time for the people running this to take some accountability and actually explain what their plans are, because I'm starting to lose hope. And I am. I'm genuinely concerned about the state of the game. Like, this is, I've never seen anything like this in Hearthstone. Even like United and Stormwind, it was like a super broken set, right? In terms of like the Demon Seed and a lot of the quest lines, people hated. A lot of people hated the style of gameplay, but it was like, at least it was an intentional effort to do that. Like, that was their intention. It didn't land very well with a lot of people, but what is their intention right now? What are they trying to accomplish with anything right now, other than get a lot of money from the pet, right? We've had 2 pets now in 2025 for 158 bucks. We've only had 2 twist seasons, which is supposed to be content that's available to players. What is the plan? We haven't heard about Twist since what, January? It wasn't in the patch note yesterday. What is the plan? What are we doing with Hearthstone? I just don't know. And normally I do like the portrait preview crap. There's the new priest one. It's cool, but I'm just done. I'm done with that for now. I don't feel like anyone gives a crap about that right now. I feel like what people are wondering is what is going on. We genuinely need to be worried about where this game is going, because it does seem like it's being run and led by people that have absolutely no plan, no cohesive like vision, and absolutely no way to communicate anything to any of us. Why should we be expected to invest in anything in the game going forward if you can't have the client work, you can't have your cards work, you can't have your modes work, you can't have half the modes even be up? Why should anybody be invested in the game? Like, it's just wild to me. And I don't know what else to say. Like, this is a very ranty video, but like, I'm just at a point where I'm genuinely worried, and I couldn't even get myself to record this patch review for like 3 hours after my stream. Normally I always record right after, but I am just struggling to come up with words to talk about things anymore, because it's the same thing every patch, and it is such a repeated awful pattern that I just cannot make sense of. And then I become repetitive like this, and there's no answers. And I ask privately, right? I'm in the creator Discord. I get no feedback. We get from like the community team, not the devs. We hear you, and we'll relay that too. We've been hearing that for months. Nothing is happening anywhere. And I don't understand what the hell is going on. Something is seriously wrong how this game is being run, and it doesn't appear to be getting any better. And it's not even just the pet thing. It is literally every aspect of Hearthstone is just messed up right now. I don't know what else to say, right? I don't know what else to say, and curious what you guys have to say about all this down below. I will do deck recommendations tomorrow. Hopefully I can find something. And then, yeah, we're gonna talk after the deck recommendations. I think in-depth talk about how this power reset has been one of the worst, if not the worst, implemented plans Hearthstone has ever had, and how it has absolutely failed on like literally every metric, and it makes no sense. And that's coming from the guy that's been asking for lower power level in Hearthstone forever. This is the worst possible way you can do it. I would rather at this point they just break the game and buff everything. It would be better than this, because this is just awful. Anyways, let me know what you think about all this in the comments down below. Another very negative video, but I don't know what else to say. I don't know. If you want to enlighten me on some positivity in the comments, please do, because I'm desperate. I'm just desperate, like I feel like a lot of you are. I want this game to return to some semblance of regular Hearthstone, and I just don't know what I'm looking at these days. I really don't. Anyways, yeah, we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.